When solving a division problem like 14 divided by 4, it is important to understand that you're taking the number 14 and dividing it into equal groups of 4. Let me draw a picture to represent this. Let's pretend that 14 is 14 oranges, and I want to put them into 4 equal groups of oranges. Into groups of 4 oranges. So here's my first group of 4 oranges. So I have a total of 4 shown. Of my 14, I've taken 4 and put them into a group of 4. Now I'm left with 10 oranges I haven't grouped up. I'm going to take another group of 4, because I'm dividing them into groups of 4. Now I have done a total of 8 groups of 8 of my oranges. That leaves me with 6. I'm going to do another group of 4. So if I take that from my remaining 6, I'm now down to 2 oranges. Since I'm down to 2 oranges, I'm no longer able to create a whole group of 4. So that is going to be my remainder. But I was able to make a total of 3 equal groups of 4. So my answer to this problem would be 3 equal groups with 2 oranges remaining. If I were to show this all with numbers, it would look more like this. Here's my original problem. And since I'm doing groups of 4, breaking the 14 into groups of 4, I'm going to think about groups of 4 the whole time through. And since I already know that 3 is our answer, I know if I take 3 groups of 4, I've done a total of 12. I want to get up to 14, so I'm going to take my 12 from my 14, which leaves me with 2. And as I said earlier, you can't make an equal group of 4 with only 2 oranges. So that makes my answer 3, remainder 2. Now when you get into bigger problems, like 114 divided by 4, sometimes drawing a picture isn't the quickest and most efficient way to get to your answer. So you need to think all in numbers. Well, remember, you're doing groups of 4. So you're whole way through, since your divisor is 4, all the way through you're thinking of groups of 4. Now, I'm not going to start off with 3 again, because that would only be 12, and I need to get up to 114. I'm going to start off with something a little bigger, like 10, which equals a total of 40. Now, 40 is still pretty far away from 114. In this case, I'm actually going to change my 10. I could go something bigger, but I'm still going to think about my friendly 10s. I'm going to do 20. Now, if I had 4 and 2, so 2 groups of 4, that would be a total of 8. But I really have 20, which is 10 times greater than 2. So if I'm multiplying by a factor 10 times greater, my product will be 10 times greater. Now I'm a lot closer to 114. Let's see how close I really am. If I did 114 minus 80, that leaves me with 34. And I'm going to go back to my oranges. That leaves me with 34 oranges. I can still take those 34 oranges and divide them into more groups of 4. So I'm going to think, all right, so it's always groups of 4 because that's what I'm dividing by. It's my divisor. And think, how many more groups of 4 can I take out? Well, thankfully I know my facts, and I know 4 times 8, so 8 groups of my 4 would equal a total of 32. So now I'm going to take my 34 that I had remaining and take the 32 from them, which leaves me with 2 remaining oranges. And as I said earlier, you can't take 2 oranges and put them into an equal group of 4. So that's going to be my remainder. So going back to my work over here, I'm going to see how many groups of 4 I was really able to make. So I made 20 the first time and then 8 the second time. That gives me a total of 28 equal groups of 4, but I had 2 remaining. So if I was thinking about my oranges again, I had a total of 114 oranges, and I wanted to put them into groups of 4. What that tells me is I can do 28 equal groups of 4, but then have 2 oranges remaining. So my answer would be 28, remainder 2.